Hi kids! Today we are going to talk about national holidays. Have you noticed some dates marked red on a calendar? A holiday is a day of celebration when children do not have to go to school and adults do not have to go to work. In the Philippines, there are a number of national holidays that we observe and celebrate as one nation. Let's start. First, we have the Rizal Day. Rizal is our national hero. He was very intelligent. He learned to read at age 3 and could speak in many languages. He wrote 2 novels called Nole Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. These novels exposed the abuses of the Spaniards toward the Filipinos. Because of that, the Filipinos fought for their freedom. The Spaniards were very angry at the writings of Rizal, so they ordered his arrest. Dr. Jose Rizal spent his last days at Fort Santiago. He was sentenced to death on December 30, 1896 by firing squad at Bagumbayan, which at present is the Rizal Park. We Filipinos remember the day of his death, December 30, for the bravery he had shown and for inspiring our ancestors to fight for their freedom. Next, we have the Bonifacio Day. Andres Bonifacio was a model of perseverance. He came from a poor family. At a young age, he and his siblings were orphaned, so he raised his siblings by selling wooden canes and fans. He founded a group called Kataas-Taasang Kagalang-galangang Katipunan ng mga Anak ng Bayan or KKK, its acronym. The members of that group were called Katipuneros. November 30 is another national holiday for all Filipinos, and that we remember the birth of a hero who fought for our freedom. Independence Day. The house of Emilio Aguinaldo is a historical place for the Filipinos. It is where the Philippine flag was raised as a sign of the country's freedom from Spain. For more than 300 years, the Philippines was ruled by Spain. On June 12, 1898, General Emilio Aguinaldo declared our freedom. This is the reason why every June 12 we remember and celebrate Independence Day. Day of Valor or Araw ng Kagitingan. The Filipino and American soldiers fought side by side against the forces of Japan. The Japanese soldiers cut the water supply and stopped the food rations, which made all of the Filipinos weak. On April 9, 1942, the Filipinos surrendered to the Japanese. The Day of Valor, April 9, is a day we dedicate for our fallen soldiers who bravely fought for our country. The People Power Revolution or EDSAI won. During the People Power Revolution of 1986, it was not a foreign invader that Filipinos fought against. They fought the dictator President Ferdinand Marcos. The Filipinos disliked the abuses of President Marcos' government. The funds of the government were misused. Many people were killed. President Marcos had been the president for the past 20 years. To put an end to his dictatorship, the people gathered around Camp Crame along the Epifanio de los Santos Avenue or EDSA to pray together. It was a peaceful revolution. The unity of the people threw President Marcos out of power. That was the EDSA Revolution. It started on April 25 in 1986. February is another non-working holiday that we Filipinos celebrate. Labor Day. We celebrate the Labor Day every May 1 to give importance to the contributions of the laborers, teachers, doctors, farmers, engineers, factory workers, firemen, gasoline boys, and etc. to the community and to the country. Filipinos are found in all parts of the world. They go overseas to work for their families in the Philippines. They are considered as modern-day heroes. Filipino laborers are world-class. The Philippines did not gain its independence because only a few people who fought for it. In fact, many had given their lives so that this country will continue to rise as a great nation.